Hello, my name is Sam, and today I'll be talking about oral hygiene that you can and should do at home. To put it simply, oral hygiene means taking care of your teeth as well as its surrounding structures such as your inner cheeks, your gums, your tongue, and so forth. A closer look at our teeth shows that this is what they look like, right? This part is called the enamel, and while it's pretty strong on its own, it still needs your help in keeping it clean. Why? Why is that? Well, that's because we eat, we drink, and talk every day. And all that exposes your teeth to all kinds of bacteria. To keep bacteria off your pearly whites, you need a good and consistent oral hygiene routine. See this? This is called the Stephen's curve. This line shows the acidity levels, and this curve shows how the acidity levels in your mouth change every time you have a meal. Now, let's say you have a snack. Your mouth naturally reacts to that by making the environment more acidic. This acidity helps break down the food as you're chewing it. Once that snack is done and you've swallowed it, the acid levels in your mouth eventually stabilize. But it takes quite a while to do that. So what does this mean? Well, it means that brushing your teeth right after a snack or a meal is not recommended. You see, with the acidity in your mouth not fully stabilized yet, brushing could actually cause more damage on your teeth. So, a better method would be swishing some water in your mouth or drinking some water, just so you can get rid of all that food stuff from your last snack or meal. Then, if you really need to brush your teeth, just give it about 30 to 40 minutes before you actually do it. And don't forget to floss. Floss. While we're in the topic of food stuff, especially carbohydrates, it's actually one of the 4 factors that contribute in the development of dental caries, or cavities, or tooth decay. This lovely Venn diagram shows that tooth decay happens only when all 4 of these factors are present. You see, there's always bacteria in your mouth, but one particular bacteria likes to feed on carbs left on your teeth. I'm looking at you, Streptococcus mutans. So once Streptococcus mutans nibbles on that food stuff on your teeth, it has to poop it out, right? And that bacteria poop is actually acidic. Once that acidic bacteria poop gets onto your teeth, it's not a pretty sight. The enamel degrades, it breaks down, and it eventually leads to a cavity. And then you'll have to go to the dentist and magpapasta ka and magagasto ka. Ano siya? Yung ngilo pag na siya, it's not nice. So remember what I said about getting rid of that food stuff? Well, as long as food stuff is off of your teeth, that little Streptococcus mutans bacteria will have nothing to nibble on. And when it has nothing to nibble on, it can't poop. And when there's no bacteria poop, then there's no acid. And on top of that, you stabilize by making sure you drink lots of water and then you brush not right after a meal. Once you do that, you'll have a pretty healthy oral cavity, bro. So keep your mouth clean, don't brush your teeth right after a meal, and don't forget to floss. Flossing is important, by the way, because it reaches spaces in between your teeth that your toothbrush can't get into. And that's it. These are things that you can do at home. These are things that you can keep in mind whenever you're thinking about your oral health. Bye and thank you.